on my bad side, acting like she know me, said she met me in a past life. Hey, had to tell her she should act right. She just wanna talk about the time we had last night.
At the ribbon, fuck your feelings. The way she suck my soul, I need some spiritual healing. Grab the ribbon, fuck your feelings. The way she suck my soul, I need some spiritual healing. At the ribbon, fuck your feelings. The way she suck my soul, I need some spiritual healing. Grab the ribbon, fuck your feelings. The way she suck my soul, I need some spiritual healing. Boy, give you all the power like, oh Lord, give me just an hour, say let's go.
Divine visionaries are the force that keeps the magic forces running and maintains the balance of magic in the world. New students to become divine visionaries are admitted to the Bureau Academy of Magic, the supreme power in the country. There were groups in the academy, and the fight between Mash and Abel brought the coins from Lang's group to Adler. This brought Mash and his friends very close to becoming divine visionaries. As a result of the fight, the fact that Mash can't use magic started spreading as a rumor. Now Mash was talking with Finn, and Mash was happy that they had pulled the victory, because when a boy tried to blackmail them, he would tell everyone about Mash's inability to use magic. Finn and Lemon yelled at him, and in reality, it wasn't any victory. Finn was trying to make him understand, and suddenly a student came to them and said that he knew that Mash couldn't use magic. Finn was stressed, and Mash started telling him that he could use magic and started behaving like he got some error. Finn tried to take him away, and the student said that it was a crime to support or hide a non-magic user. Finn got furious and shouted, but suddenly the student fell to the ground. Finn was also curious about how it happened. Suddenly Lance came, and they got happy. The student asked why Lance had done this, and Lance told him that he offended him. The student also got angry, but suddenly Lemon with Dot came, and she was crying because Dot was seriously injured. Lemon tried to tell them about his injuries, and Dot was vibrating. After school in the Adler's dorm, there was a party to celebrate the success of Lang's coins. Everyone was excited, but Finn was scared because Abel and Abyss were also there, and Abel held a weird doll. Suddenly Abel took out cards and said we can enjoy the party, and Finn was scared. The party started, and Lemon started serving them the food. But Abyss was very shy with her because for him she was a female, and Finn was answerless to see love there too. Lemon was trying to feed Mash, but suddenly the pastry fell from her hands. Mash used a stomach vacuum and ate the pastry. Lemon started enjoying this process. Finn went to Lance and started talking, but ended with tension again. He looked at Abel and Abyss. They were playing cards and enjoying it, and the party was going its way, and Finn got a little stressed. A bird was flying carrying a letter, and Abyss was talking with Mash, and he informed him that he had been targeted by Innocent Zero, the worst crime syndicate in the magic realm. He told him that Abel also got his third line of magic from Innocent Zero. Abel and Finn were going together, and Finn was scared because he had to accompany Abel to retrieve a board game from his room. Abyss told Mash that he had to be careful because Innocent Zero was after him. They had the power to give Abel a third line of magic, and in reality, the real three-line magic users are the more fearsome. Abyss told him that Abel wanted to create a world where everyone could live in peace, but he was the one who destroyed his black world and proved that he would be the one who would create a world of peace. The same student from the last incident was sneaking and was shocked to see Abyss and Mash together. Suddenly Abel asked him if he wanted something, and he ran away out of his shock and fear. Lemon tried to talk with Abyss, and he again got shy. Suddenly the sparrow dropped the letter, and when they read it instead of Mash, everyone was shocked. The next day he reported to Bless the minister for the inquiry that Mash couldn't use magic. Bless asked him a question and he answered him logically. But Bless told him that God made this world for us and that magic is the beauty of this world. The world's beauty is in danger because of the existence of non-magic users. Bless called him a bug, and he told him that he had to be deleted. But our innocent man said that if things would never go like this in future. Bless got angry, and suddenly Ryoh came and appreciated Mash's confidence. Ryoh asked him to prove himself by firing up a candle without touching it, and Bless was impressed with his move. But our innocent man with no magic was determined and took out a wand. They were looking at him, and he started rubbing the wand against the floor at a very high speed, which made a fire, and the candle lightened up, and he proved himself like this. Bless was frozen out of his shock, and Ryoh appreciated Mash's intelligence and ability to do such a great performance. On the other side, divine visionaries were coming to punish the magicless student. Mash was about to leave, but suddenly he got attacked by sand. But Mash was fine, and Bless was shocked to see all the divine visionaries.
I can't be your Superman, can't be your Superman, can't be your Superman, can't be your Superman. I can't be your Superman, can't be your Superman, can't be your Superman, your Superman, your Superman.
Orter told Mash that he was the culprit because he hid his lack of magic. So, the punishment would be to kill him, and Mash was a little shocked as nothing worse would happen. Suddenly Bless showed up and said he disagreed with that opinion. Bless called himself Innocent Zero and told them that Mash belonged to them, so they had to stay away from him. Divine visionaries were also surprised to hear that, But Mash had nothing to do with it. Innocent Zero told them that they had implanted a magi parasite inside Bless, and that the parasite raised its powers from the attacker's powers or magic. Bless as Innocent Zero challenged them to remove the parasite, and Ryoh took that as an open declaration of war. He came down and said he'd remove that parasite, and a student tried to stop him because it was dangerous, but Ryoh said he was the strongest guy, and suddenly our brave man removed the parasite, and it went inside Mash. Orange-haired student was shocked, but suddenly Mash spit the parasite, and he came to know that it was Mash's trick to make the parasite immobilize. Our innocent man told them that he had removed the parasite, and the old man Bless was saved, so the case was closed now. He was about to leave, but Orter still had the same issue of executing Mash. He asked him to come with them, but Mash refused to come. Orter got the nerves and was about to attack him, but Ryoh stopped him. They started arguing, and suddenly a sword stopped them, and Wahlberg, the principal, and Rain came. Wahlberg told them that it was the first time when Innocent Zero had sent a messenger, so Mash would be helpful to them to lead the way towards Innocent Zero. Orter and Ryoh started praising Wahlberg's hardships when he was young, because Wahlberg was the previous divine visionary, and he was the only one who fought with Innocent Zero. But Orter disagreed with Wahlberg, and Wahlberg bowed his head to all of them and said that he got stressed when the magic Lakers were killed only for the reason that they didn't have any magic. But Mash was the one who had some special kind of attraction, because our handsome can won anyone's heart with his innocent moves. They were shocked to see Wahlberg in such a position, but they still had issues. Rain also bowed his head and they were shocked. He also said the same thing, but they still disagreed with their opinion because they always believed that magicless people would die. But suddenly Bless also told them that Mash was the one who saved him, and this was the biggest reason for him to support Mash, and they understood that Porter said that Mash had to prove himself by killing the Innocent Zero, and if he failed in that, then he'd be executed on the spot. Mash accepted it with his great power and punched the floor. He promised to kill the Innocent Zero with his fist. Now Mash told his friends about the decision. Finn and Lance were surprised that Mash couldn't use magic, and it was a big deal. But Dot asked them to go out for enjoyment, and they went out. Finn was wearing casual clothes and was waiting for others, but when Dot came, he was wearing armor. Mash was also not the less, because he was in a workout outfit. Lance came up with casual clothes and Finn was glad, but he was also hiding his sister's picture on his shirt. It was stressful for Finn somehow. Now they started moving, and Dot asked them to play a game where they had to make a bunny sneeze. Mash asked to try, and somehow, he pointed to Dot. Now Dot went to play, and he also pointed Mash. They started fighting, and after that, they started moving, and Lance told them that he wanted to try a new wand because the exam for Divine Visionaries was near because of the case of Innocent Zero. Lance told Mash that they might have the highest number of coins to pass the exam, but for his sister's sake, he'd never go easy on Mash. They reached the destination and opened the door. The keeper welcomed them. Dot and Mash were surprised to see such a great number of wands, and Finn tried to get one, and he got a wand according to his powers. The keeper told them that the wand chooses its owner according to its power, and that the wand also improves your ability to do magic. Now it was Lance's turn to get one, and he got a wand according to his magic ability. The keeper told them that this wand was a masterpiece, and they were surprised. The keeper asked Mash to choose one, and he went into the center. He looked at a wand on the floor, and the keeper told them that this wand had been there for ages because no one was able to grab it. Beneath this wand there was elf water, and Mash grabbed that wand, and the keeper was shocked. After that, they met with Lemon and Tom. They were very excited, and they started enjoying the day together. They felt like the happiest students of the year. After the day, Mash told them that before he didn't enjoy himself with his friends, they'd enjoy themselves like this after some time, and they agreed with that. After several days, Mash counted his coins, and he got 7 of them. He got a weird flashback and said he wanted to go to his house before the exam, and Finn was scared a little. On the other side, Orter was with Margarette, and he told him that he had to make it so that Mash would not be able to enter the visionary exam anyhow. Margarette was surprised that Orter had a request for him. He said he needed stimulation for that, and Orter told him that our man had won the hearts of Abel and Lang without magic. Margarette got stimulation, and he started playing the piano. He was enjoying it, and suddenly he stopped, and the guys there were creeping. Mash went to his house, and Ryoh was very happy to see him. Brad was also there. Mash told them that he was surviving in the academy, and suddenly his friends came in, and Ryoh was surprised to see his son's friends. They started their introduction, and Lemon called herself Mash's fiancé, and Ryoh was out of the world to hear such a piece of news. Dot came forward and gave a present to Ryoh, and Lance gave him a shirt. They started playing, and Ryoh said to Finn that they all were weird. They were talking, and Ryoh wished that this would stay forever, and on the other side, Margarette was coming with his companions to attack Mash, and he was excited. Suddenly he got an attack, and it was Rain. Margarette and Rain were face to face, and Mash was playing with his friends. In the academy, there were 3 groups, and all of them were headed by a powerful one. Before a few years, a tournament was held between 13 to 15 years old in the middle school. One student named Margarette killed all the students, and he was only 9 at that time, who was the future of Ork Dorm. Margarette and Rain were still there, and Margarette started playing piano again. He was trying to distract Rain, but he was standing still with no harm. Margarette finished his playing, and he asked Rain who was powerful, and they attacked each other. On the other side, Mash and his friends were playing desperately, and they had no concerns with anything else. They were taking their turns, and everyone was enjoying it. Finn remembered Ryoh's wish, and Rain was attacking Margarette. It was going great, but Rain was losing at some points. He was surrounded by music and Margarette told him that he needed stimulation like love, drugs, sports etc. because it was enjoyable, and he had no excitement about him. He wanted to meet Mash and Rain told him that Mash was a brazen child and he would become the divine with even no magic. Mash would be the one who would change the perception of the world, and suddenly Margarette noticed that Rain's mood was changing. On the other side, Wahlberg was talking with Neri and Wahlberg told him that two-liners were common there, but the one who would be chosen as a three-liner magic user would be God-gifted and Rain would be that one. Rain got a third line of magic on his face. He told Margarette that he would let this be possible, that Mash would change the perception of the world and he would destroy all the hurdles. Mash went out to eat his pastry and he saw Rain and Margarette. Rain asked that he hadn't been involved in any of the school affairs lately, but now he was there. What was the reason of that? Rain asked if Orter told him to do so, but Margarette refused to accept it, and Rain told him that Mash was an innocent guy who just wanted to live with peace, and somehow Mash was hearing that, and Margarette had no concerns with his speech. Margarette was proud of himself because he got 10 coins, and the spell he had cast on Rain was the one which would destroy Rain whenever he would try to attack him, and Margarette was ready to attack. Wahlberg told Neri that a three-liner could convert a wand into its original form and destroy a double-liner's magic. Rain also used his magic and destroyed Margarette's spell. His sword changed and Margarette was seeing God's power in the hands of Rain, and Rain showed Margarette his place. Mash came out and thanked Rain, but Rain said he was just playing with rabbits. Rain told him to work hard to pass the exam, and Margarette was surprised to see the three-line magic, but he was still hopeful that he'd do something. Finn was looking at his coins which Mash had given to them, 3 per person, and he was sad a little bit. Lance saw his sister's picture and said he'd won the exam. Dot was also stressed, and Mash was with Roger. Roger told him that he knew that everyone knew about his lack of magic, but he had done his all to protect Mash. But our man with culture told him that he was happy because he got to live a life with a father and with friends, so he was happy because he was able to eat a lot of puff pastries. Roger was relaxed to hear that, and the exam came. There were 3 stages. The first one, the coin stage, the second one was the exam for Divine Visionaries candidate, and the third one was the final elect exam. In the coin stage everyone had to carry 3 coins and all the students were on the ground carrying their coins. Mash was coming with 7 coins and Orter threatened him that he'd destroy him, but our man took off his clothes and showed him the seducing body of himself. When Mash came out the public started cursing him and it was a shameful scene. Finn thought to cheer him up, but Mash had no concerns with the bullies. Adler, Land, and Orc, all the 12 candidates from these 3 dorms were there. The game was a dead play. They had to get a key and their way would be stopped by 3 deader vents. Finn got frustrated. Would our man Mash be able to live with peace? Subscribe to our channel for the latest updates.
Been on my bad side, acting like she know me, said she met me in a past life. Ayy, had to tell her she should act right. She just wanna talk about the time we had last night.
At the ribbon, fuck your feelings. The way she suck my soul, I need some spiritual healing. Grab the ribbon, fuck your feelings. The way she suck my soul, I need some spiritual healing. At the ribbon, fuck your feelings. The way she suck my soul, I need some spiritual healing. Grab the ribbon, fuck your feelings. The way she suck my soul, I need some spiritual healing.